Sometimes you need to call in sick for work. Completely get it. Just remember that from a government and from a legal point of view, the first thing to do is self-certify. You need to speak to your employer and get an SC1, and you can do that for 7 working days. After that, then you may need a Med 3 or what's classically called a sick note. Okay, so if you want one, you need to get in contact with us and we can supply you one. Now, sometimes this can be you'll need an appointment, certainly if it's a new condition that you've not presented to any clinician, healthcare professional for. Sometimes, though, you just want an extension and you realise that you just don't need an appointment, and you can do all of that online. Okay, so if you jump over to our website, eaglescliffemedical.co.uk, scroll down and go on to SystmConnect, and then it will ask you to either continue with this, but you don't need to do that. Okay, you don't need to log into System Online and you don't need to log into the NHS. And if you go down here and say fit note, okay. Now again, we need as much information as possible from this aspect. So this is only asking for this, not for any emergency things or anything else, okay. So if you're looking for either a new one or an extension, okay, is this related to a hospital admission or recent surgery? Yes. Now, if that is the case, technically, the sick note should come from either the surgeon or the hospital team that was looking after you there. The only exception to this is really A&E or urgent treatment centres that don't issue out sick notes, okay? But, so if you're going for an operation and you know the recovery is going to be 8 to 12 weeks, because the surgeon will know it, ask for a sick note for 8 to 12 weeks, okay? And if they kick off us, Google BMA duties of a doctor with regards to Med 3s and send them the link. Anyway, slight rant. So from this one, have you spoken to or been seen GP or other healthcare professional? So either yes at the practice or yes at another service, okay? What service? Let's say you went to hospital for this, okay? So hospital, so James Cook. Emergency department. What type of work do you do? Briefly, I'm a doctor. Okay, and then say you've hurt your shoulder, so shoulder pain, can't type. And then sort of put any other comments. Okay, now sometimes we get it where actually you're more than capable of, say, working from home or doing something else, but you just don't have, you need something just to support you with that. So with that, if that's the case, put amended duties or something else here, okay. And then lastly, type in the dates where condition started. When would you like the fit note to start from? Okay, just remember we've got to be cautious about backdating it and we need evidence. Okay, so for example, if you've presented to A&E because you've hurt your shoulder, we'll often get, or we should get, the discharge paperwork through from us, and that's fine, we can backdate it to them. If it's some condition that you've never presented before, just be advised that it may get rejected. Okay, so how long do you expect to be on well for, say, a couple of weeks, and how would you like it to? Yes, I want it as an email. Okay, so we'll put this through here. I'll just put some dates here just to sort of get things moving. Hit next. Okay. Shoulder, please give us as much detail as possible, please. And then because I haven't logged in, it asks me just to fill in all of my details. If you are not tech savvy or you're doing this on someone else's behalf, you can put this as someone else, okay? Put your information there just so we can marry up who it is, and then the patient information, so who is wanting the sick note for. Okay, once that's all done, hit submit request, and then at our end we'll marry the two up, and then we'll assess the clinical records, make sure everything's okay, and then get it to you. If there's any problems, we'll be in touch, because sometimes there may need to be an appointment, but then we can send booking links out to make sure that's done as swiftly as possible. Hope that helps. Make sure that you go and check out SystmConnect, certainly if you need an extension for your sick note, and also in certain cases we can do it for new sick notes, but you may need an appointment. Good luck.